Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Colonial Charter, Dunkertown. How you doing? I'm doing good. That was weird. It was just like flashed snow on the ground and then it kind of went away, and then came back, and then went away. Anyway. So yeah, we're building a new market. We're building a new little city down here. We're going to build the tinier houses just to see how that kind of works out for us. Now, there were some people saying that I am selling food when I'm complaining about not having food, and that is true, but you gotta remember, I'm balancing the load of the food types that we have. Like, there's no sense in having, you know, an extra 15,000 kale. No one's gonna eat it. No one wants to eat nothing but kale. They can, but their health would suffer. So it's better to sell excess food for food that we don't have than it is to just have lots of excess food. Like, if I had 30,000 or 26,000 kale, of course it makes sense to sell kale for flour or wheat or sugar or whatever. Anyway, also somebody had commented that we have, okay, so we got the grain silo, which holds it doesn't hold as much as a storage barn, the bank barn, but we were also, wasn't I going to build a thing down here? Did I not build it? I know I built the bakery. That requires flour and all kinds of other stuff, and I don't think we have, well, you know what? I was going to build the thing here, and then it didn't fit, and then it made me mad. We have another bank barn, cool. So that should make up for the fact that this one is typically full. Got another trade ship coming through. What am I looking for right now? I'm looking for the wheel. Pause it here for a second. Not the sawmill. Alright, let's just look through them one by one. I know it's in here somewhere. On the one hand, I like games like this mod. I like this mod because it adds a lot to the game. And on the other hand, I don't like it because it's complicated and it doesn't exactly... that's right, we're going to build it here, which we did build. Okay. So we can make flour from wheat, corn, barley, or sorghum. And we bought more seeds. We have wheat. We have corn. Alright, let's make flour from wheat. I guess we'll see what happens with two people doing that. How much wheat do we have? 4,000. Is wheat not edible on its own? Might not be. So, since I know then that we're going to have wheat turned into flour, we can have flour turned into hardtack bread? Or if we had butter... we could take flour plus walnut. Flour plus sugar. We don't really have anything, so we're just gonna make hardtack bread. And we'll get two people doing that job too. And let's go see what our merchant wants. So we got a merchant in this trade port. He has cream, bison meat, seed oil, chicken, a whole bunch of milk. I think we certainly do trade for as much of this stuff as we can afford to buy. Because it just mixes up the... I don't believe we're making any of this stuff. Again, I cannot stress how much I hate that it doesn't automatically replace the 0 when you type in. It should. Oh wow, you brought so much stuff. Eggs. You know, we might actually have plenty of eggs. Whale meat. It's only 1 cost. Fish. I'm pretty sure that fish is one of the... Oh, come on, don't do that to me. I had you... thought I had you locked. Let's see, fish, yeah, we already have fish. Shoot, now I gotta redo all that. Crap. We'll certainly buy the cheaper foods. Except for not the fish. And, you know what, let's probably not buy the eggs either. I think we traded eggs away at one point. I don't even know what charky is, but we're going to buy some of it, if we can afford it. This is a lot of stuff. It's a lot of value. 22,600. Okay, well, our overabundance of mushrooms, roots, and onions can go away. Because again, we already have... this is not counting what's in the trade post. We still have 2,700 onions, 2,400 roots. Like, we're doing fine. That's one of those things that we collect a ton of. Same thing with the kale. And the blueberries, we'll get rid of those as well. And these fish. And then we'll make up the difference with charcoal, which is going to be about 1,200. Plus another 200. About 1,400. You're overpaying by 69 units. I did not do that on purpose. Alright, there we have it. So since we traded away all of that stuff, I might want to reduce the desired numbers on these as well. Let's just put them... I want some, but I don't want to have, like, all of the roots that are left in the whole village taken away. Mushrooms got reset somehow. Mushrooms. Okay, cool. Bum. Population of 120 adults now. We've got these new 2 charcoal burners ready to go. This one was still just the one guy. Can you have more than one person work here? Probably not. We'll get some more guys doing that, because we've got a nice supply of logs here. That means I think all 3 of these will be able to be very, very busy. Fuel's still doing pretty well. We've actually got a lot of clothing. That's fine, that just means that person will be a laborer. Alright, how is our new area coming along? Market is no resources available yet, but the 3 trees have been removed, so that's nice. Somewhere in here is where the... Where are they? I can't even find them. The footprints for those buildings. There they are. Way over here. The reserve of stone is low. Yeah, I know. It's been that way for a while. As a matter of fact. I think the most important thing is food. Second, probably tools. Third, clothing. Maybe clothing's more important than tools. Yeah, because you can survive without tools. They just do less work. But clothing, so they don't starve to death while they're trying to work in the winter, would probably be important. Still got 2 dudes working on this. So getting a little bit of stone from there. I'd love another guy to come through who has got a bunch of stone. So we could trade for it. Now you have a huge amount of desired coal. I'm going to change this to like 4,000, and then over here we're going to actually request some coal as well. Coal or charcoal? Charcoal. Let's get a little bit of charcoal stored in this one so we can do some trading here. Again, I don't like that it's separated supplies, but you know, I'm kind of getting used to it. Just have to stock both of them with some junk so that when anyone comes through we can trade. Again, I think it's silly, though, that there could be resources right here and they're not willing to load them through this one. It should be a combined inventory, in my opinion. Alright, so how are we doing on flour? Apparently last season we made logs. 56 flour. I'm not sold, though, on the idea of, like, the watermill. I mean, think about all the work we've got to do. Look at that deer just going right through the water. Think about all the work that has to go into it. You have to have a person harvesting wheat, which normally, I mean, you could just grow corn and they could just eat the corn. But they have to harvest the wheat, then the wheat gets turned into flour, and then a third job, it goes to the bakery to be turned into hardtack. That's just 3 jobs already. If we went all the way up to sugar cookies, we'd have this job, which is 3, plus sugar, which would be at least 4, but sugar probably comes from something else. Probably have to thrash the sugar cane or something, who knows? Watch this thing just drive right through the bridge. Bam! Nice fit. Nice fit. Nice clipping. Alright, what'd you bring me? You're actually in this one. You brought us strawberries, peaches, spinach, and blueberries. I don't know that we, I don't actually know what we actually have. I feel like they shouldn't provide you with seeds that you don't need. I don't think we have any of these, but still. Peaches are a tree. That's the first tree we've seen. Alright. So this would be... It would be 833 times 2. So 1667? Is that right? Oh, not 1667. What am I doing? No, it'd be 833. Okay, glad that I got a little bit of charcoal over here. We'll buy the peach seeds. We'll dismiss you now. We don't actually have any orchards yet. Where shall we put those? Eventually, I've got to move away from these big, huge circles. The hunting, I mean, it's providing a lot of food. Should still be providing a ton of food. But I think if you actually compared the amount of food production you get from like a crop field, 800, 800, 800, corn is at 300. Interesting. But if you compared them, these ones, a couple of the fields didn't get harvested in time. But anyway, if you were to compare them, I bet as far as like production per tile, these are more efficient for space. Same thing with probably the pastures. There was a comment a little while back though that that the ideal pasture size is just 20 by 20, which is fine. What are these? 10 by 10, I think? I think I made these 10 by 10. No, they're 11 by 11 for some odd reason. Probably because it made sense to try to make them around 120 for the... I know that this one makes sense. This is working well for the plants. But as far as the pastures, I didn't know when I was building them, so... Okay, well, I could just start to cut into the forest, you know, and then just know that it's going to provide more food. But I think what we do instead... These are awfully far away. Where the hell is the thing? I can never seem to find it over here. I'm not crazy, right? I built it over here. I am just losing my mind. We built a thing up here. Yep, there's the Forester Lodge blueprint. Okay, there it is. And then we built one somewhere in here. Probably in the middle of the circle. I don't get it. There it is. Oh my gosh, how many times do I have to click to find it? Good lord. Okay, anyway. That means that this whole strip could be plants. Plants or houses and stuff. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna remove that empty stockpile. And we're gonna schedule some clearing. Although we don't want to interfere with that circle over there. So let's just go to like here. And if they have to replant some, they just have to replant some. And actually, come to think of it, there's really no reason to not have a stockpile here then, if we're going to be doing all that clear cutting. Okay, so we'll get that done. We're going to plant some more crops. We'll start doing 20 by 20 pastures. Eventually, I'll probably just bulldoze these then, since they're not very efficient, apparently. But yeah, if we want to have a higher population, I think we need to have lots and lots and lots of farming. Which means we'll probably want to do... Maybe that's the advantage. Maybe that's why wheat with multiple workers might be an advantage, is that with a grain silo you can store a lot more. So you could have maybe bigger fields or something. Plus, the tests that I was looking at were actually for vanilla Banished. I don't know if it holds true in this mod. I would assume so, but... see. You're living pretty close by. Everyone should be living pretty close by to these farms. You, on the other hand, are traveling really far. That's really dumb. We should probably have another bridge. Wooden? I think we just make a wooden one. Bridges are your friend. 36,000 food. Got 14 students there and 15 students here. Okay, so we're doing okay on that for now. We picked up that orchard. I want to plant some of that. In the last 2 years, we have produced 44,000 food. And we've used 44,000. So we've kind of met a point of equilibrium on the food production, which is good. Hey, we've got a hauler. Wonderful news. I will definitely give you all of my charcoal for all of your stone. So that's going to take up not too much. Here, I'll take your bricks, just because I just like having them. I'll also take your iron. Your tools, I don't think I need. Well, we're a little bit low on tools, actually. No, that's probably plenty. So that would be 1,200 charcoal, please. Alright, that's good. And then, let's make sure our blacksmith is doing his job. That's the problem, he's been making joists. Let's go steal tools again for a bit. Get him working on that. Still only have the one blacksmith. Very few laborers. Alright, well, I am going to take a short break here. Thanks for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hope you're enjoying the campaign. I know I am. We're getting to the late stages of the game where a lot of stabilization starts to happen, I think, as long as you keep track of food. Because all that really changes as the town gets this big is that the numbers start to be more efficient. Because we talked about it earlier. In the beginning you might need one blacksmith because you have to have tools, but maybe one blacksmith is enough for 300 population or something. So it's easier to hit those numbers, those percentages, the bigger the population gets. Yeah, alright, okay. Well, thanks for watching. See you soon.